Hello, welcome to Jencast. In this video, I'm going to show you like how to solve the leet code problem. And to begin with that, to begin with the leet code series, I'm starting with the data type array with the mode easy. The first one is twosum. Here, like we have the problem. The problem is like given an array of integers, numbers, and integer. Target return integers of two numbers such that they add up to target. You may assume that each input would have exactly one solution, and you may not use the same element twice. You can return the answer in any order. So given an array of integers numbers, so we have the numbers 2, 7, 11, 15, and a target integer is 9. So let's say like if our output is so then the output is 0 1. The reason is like 2 plus 7 will be 9. So yeah, so we need to find the indexes of the number which sums and where the sum will be equal to target. If you look at the inputs example 2, we have like 3 to 4 and the target should be 6. In this case, our output should be 1 and 2. Since like array of 1 will be 2 and array of 2 will be 4, the sum will be 6. The same thing, you have like number 333 and the target should be 6, and here the output should be 0 to 1. And they have given the constraint in such a way like 2 less than or equal to num sort length less than or equal to 10 power a 4. So basically like this O of answers is like time complexity. We'll say like something like a time complexity problem. So it's something maybe in the next upcoming sessions I can explain you like what is O n square. So let's start the problem. So let's say okay. So I'm going to use a plain JavaScript. So var twosum will be equal to function, and then write nums target. Okay, so now here convert, or let's say we pass like num and target. First we'll print these values, and parallelly like I'm going to write so I have a leetcode, and then we have like, let's say I'll have a folder called array, and then within, no, I don't want to specify it as array. Let me rename this one to problems. No, leetcode itself is a problem. So let's say like I'll go with what can I say? Pretty tough. Okay, I don't want to create. I'm not interested to create a folder or whatever it is. Let's say like I'm going to this folder. Instead, like I'll create one more folder called test. And this should be fine. Or I'll go away from here, delete this structure, and have my quite. So leet code. Okay, I'll go with the folder called problems, and then I'll have the one more folder called test. So this will hold all the problems. So my first, so let me move this twosum into this problem here. Okay, so I got it, and now we'll create a test cases like twosum dot test dot chase. So here I have a test file, so where it says like check.test. So we just want to export this constant here. It's a constant, and then in our case it's not going to be, so it will be like dot slash problem slash twosum. So here it should be sum2. And now we'll write the test cases like copy and paste. So just for timing, like this copy and paste this one. Let's say like the same thing like test. And what is say like, okay, so let's try this one. Test nums equal to 2, 7, 11 and 15, and target is equal to 9. So expect. So here, like, what shall we do? Let me check my previous test cases where where I will delete. So we have like GitHub. Let's so I got it. So let's go here. So the point is, like, I already completed this problem. So let me check what sort of things I made it here as a test cases. So test. So twosum to test. Okay. So what I made a statement. So this is my test case. Like, describe twosum, describe, check the input number. So let me copy and paste the same test case here. And let's go with the declaration. Okay, great. So check twosum. So should check for the input numbers. Expect. So I'm expecting twosum 11, and then we have one more test cases here as a. We'll write this one also, like algorithms twosum. And the third test case is like 3, and then the target is so. Copy and paste this one. So test should check for the input 3. So here we'll have like 3, and then it should be 6, and then here the output should be 0, 1. Okay, 0, 1. Great. So now let me run. So we have written the test cases, and let's say here what it throws. Like, okay, as a developer, like, just manually type this test case and manually run the test case and see like what it gets failed. After let's code. So I'm going to type like so already my package was set up as beyond test. Okay, so I have another wrong method. So we'll be in PSA and say like beyond test. Okay, so now I got. So what it says, like, twosum is assigned value but never used. Okay, so they started throwing the test cases. So I just want to go back here and let's track our logic. So technically speaking, like, we need to in this problem we just want to iterate each indices, and then from there we need to check the target. So let's say the target will have that 9, and then we just want to compare. So what shall we do? So let's go with a for loop. For let I equal to 0 and I less than or equal to nums dot length, and then increment I plus plus. So now what shall we do? Let's print this I and run the test cases. So even though, like, so we just want to compare 1 and then increment 1 plus I plus 1. So we'll get the first index and the second index parallel. So let's run this. So let me run the test case here. So or we can go like, let's go leetcode and then say like cd problems, and then here run the test case is like yarn 2.sum JSM. So let's go to the test and then say like yarn I'm sorry, so say like yarn run tests to, so this will run that particular file, so twosum. Okay, so now let's cover one by one. So we'll see like what are all the values going. So, yeah. I'm sorry, please shake it twosum. So now let's yeah. Okay, so now we have twosum and target has been but those values are never used in this side. So we just want to say like nums and target. So let's print this value. So twosum is assigned a value but never used. Let's check this value now. So sorry viewers, so since it's the first problem, I will take some more time to fix this compilation issues as well. Twosum is assigned but nobody used. Okay, let me directly move this way like. Okay, so watch out what I do like, so directly right. So we will have a thought like let me run this as a node value. So we have this. No, that is also will not be fruitful. Okay, so now I have so let me compare. So what I'll do like I'll go and check my previous problem how I completed solve this issue, solve this problem. So challenge twosum. Yeah, same thing. So what's the first thing I just want to make, so instead of less than, since the reason will be like if I'm going to use less than equal to, the last value will have a undefined one. So to prevent that, just go with this one. Go with less than itself. So let result will be an empty array. Now we just so the final result push that value to the array. So now again like let's have a for loop and then increment the same potential like, and let's say like declare one more j equal to 0 and then I'm sorry, like, so j will be equal to I plus 1. So here the second, so it's something like so we are passing like 1 2 3 4. The first for loop will iterate like 1 2 3 4, and the second one what you're trying to do like for the first now, so let's say like the numbers are 1 2 3 4. When the first I will be 1, the second for loop will loop in a way like 2 3 4. When we're going for 2, and the second let's say the second for loop will loop like 3 4, and when we're going to have it as 3, then this will loop like 4. So this is how this two multiple for loops will work. So what I made like j equal to j plus 1, and then j should be less than nums.length, and then increment the j plus plus indices. Okay, so now let's have a bracket here, and now let's compare like say like if nums of I plus nums of j equals to target. So just go with the triple. Since the triple will be you always go with the triple operator to compare the data and the type. If that is true, then say like what is I just want to say like the result. Just go with the result dot push nums of I, and then nums of I'm sorry, this should not be a right way, and then go with nums of j, result dot push nums of j. Yes. So finally we are pushing this value, and now once everything is done, now say like return result. So this should return the result. Let's check the test cases. Okay, still I have some issues, like twosum is assigned a value but never used. Okay, so twosum has been used, so I just want to say like I need to go with yeah, I need to export this module to export. So say like twosum, and then yeah, now it should work. Clear. No, it throws an error. So what the hell it is, like, yeah. Okay, so let's say we have 3 of 3 and equal to 6. So expected is -4, but received is +1. Okay, so we have some errors, so we just want to fix this issue. So check the input argument 275, and we need to say like a 9 dot equal so where I missed it. Result nums of length tag j plus plus. I'm sorry, this is not okay, I missed it here. It should be I. Okay, so let's run this one more time. Still it throws an error. If nums of I equal to target. Oh, this is really bad. I should push the index value, not the index, not the value. Okay, now it passes. Yeah, so let me revert back my change. I just want to make everything as an inline one. Let's see. So I want to make this lines like single line. Okay, so it throws an error, so I don't even have to change. Fine. Yeah, finally it works. So this is how like I just solved this problem. So if you mean, so I already have completed the problem, so just want to make it pretty fast. I'm just looking at my previous way of how I resolve this problem. Let's say let's look at the next problem where I can work as a real time how I'm going to solve that problem. So okay, so let me run this solution here, copy and paste this guy piece of code and paste it here, run the code. So accept it and then go for a submit. Yeah, so our problem is done. So we have successfully completed the first problem to do. So let me mark it as the list. Okay, so here I have this one, so it's done. Okay, so here I know. Okay, let's delete code problems, my list, done. So okay, favorite. So where it is. So with leetcode, they are expanding problem database. What if you should construct your own list to some? Let me close this video maybe. So yeah, so this is one of the way to resolve the problem in JavaScript. If you have any better methods, please share your thoughts in the comment box. Thank you. We'll meet soon in the next video.